What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff. You know how we rocking. Joe Show, outside looking in, all that good stuff. Battle rap, hip hop. You know what's what. Hope everybody's healthy, happy, prosperous, and blessed. Hope everybody's been doing what they have to do to better themselves and better those around them. Hope everybody's been achieving their goals, putting their goals and priorities in order for this year to make it happen. But you know why we're here. You know why we're here. Big shouts out to everybody out there. You see what's going on, bro. You see what's going on. So this JPrince situation is getting a little out of hand. But there's one person, just one person that's speaking, and it's kind of a consensus of how a lot of people feel. Like, I see it in the comments, I see it like there. He's saying what a lot of people feel, and the shock value that he brings, the rawness, the authenticity, everything that this man brings is he's hilarious. All that stuff. So big shouts out to Hassan.
I'm scared of a country nigga with an afro. What? What I gotta say the subtitles or something?
Hassan Campbell is important for the culture. Seriously. Now hear me out. I know like a lot of people, some people actually don't know his story. So Hassan is a street guy from New York City. He came out and spoke out against his against a predator, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that actually did things to him as a kid. And I salute him for that, for standing in his truths, being a man, coming to the forefront and, you know, living in his truths, telling his story and just getting that story out so we know who these people are, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the lowest of the low. You know, them P's, them R's, you know, all them type of guys, you know what I'm saying? Them are the lowest of the low. So shouts out to Hassan Campbell for coming out, telling his story, taking that stance, you know what I'm saying? And that's the crazier thing too, like, he gets the respect he gets, especially from me, because as a man, there's a lot of men that's been through situations like that, that's been, you know what I'm saying, in bad situations, but they don't speak about it because of the tabooness, that the taboo that's attracted to it. And just, it's like, you as a man, you're not supposed to talk about things like that. You're not supposed to put your feelings on the forefront or anything like that. And that's exactly why I mess with Hassan. Like, seriously, this guy will cry on camera. This guy will tell you how he feels, real, raw, authentically. This guy will tell you what's right and what's wrong. Like, seriously, like, a lot of people say he's kind of a walking contradiction because he straddles the line of like peace and things like that, but he's also willing to, you know, take it to that level. And the things that he says is kind of shocking, very shocking, very, 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 very shocking. But I just watched the academics interview with Hassan Campbell and all his guys from Brooklyn and stuff like that. So big shouts out to them guys. That interview was probably like 5 hours long. It's broken down into 2 parts, but from beginning to end, highly entertaining. One of the most entertaining interviews I've heard on academics platform. And that comes with Hassan though, because 2 of academics' biggest interviews come from Hassan. It's crazy. Well, his most entertaining interviews, they come from Hassan. So if you ain't tapped in, make sure you go tap in. He was talking about the JPrince situation, and like he was saying a lot of things that you hear the whispers of how people actually feel about the situation, but because who JPrince is, they don't say anything about the situation. They stay clear. They put themselves like, they either don't want to talk about it or they straddle the fence and they walk on eggshells when it comes to the situation because of who JPrince is and his legacy. And his name actually holds what it holds, you know what I'm saying, as far as the industry and the rap game and even the streets. So it's kind of funny when you see somebody who's not afraid to say what he has to say. Like this man, he violated JPrince. He told him before all this on the situation, he was already coming at JPrince. He told JPrince that he'll spit in his face because of the YB and Almighty J situation, him getting his chain taken in New York City, and YB and Almighty J was signed to JPrince at the time. So JPrince kind of issued like a gangster roll call to try to get the chain back, and Hassan didn't like that. This was a couple years ago. Hassan told him that will spin his face, and it's kind of been up ever since then. This whole takeoff situation, the way that JPrince responded to Offset, the fact that Gilly and Wallow had JPrince on his platform issuing threats to Offset, what JPrince was saying, calling Migo Bands a snitch because of the situation and things of that nature. It's kind of like it's a sticky situation. It's very shaky, but Hassan did not hold back on how he feels and what he thinks. He violated JPrince's mom. He violated JPrince, his family. He told, it's crazy. It's crazy. If you guys didn't go see that interview, make sure you go check it. Academics just put that exact clip on his page of Hassan talking about JPrince. But he went to his channel and he did a longer video. It's about almost 2 hours long, talking about different things, but definitely touching on the JPrince situation, talking about how these people are scared of him, but he's not scared of them, taking his stance, making his stance known. And he's pretty much speaking like, yo, this is your fault. Like, you guys put yourself in this position to be who you are, to say who you are, to be mob-tized, to live by this standard of life, this code of life. And this person went to your city, got hurt by your people, and now you're trying to turn it all on Quavo and them. And it's kind of crazy because Quavo's not saying nothing. And then Wack 100 was kind of going back and forth with JPrince too. That's another person Hassan can't stand. He comes at Wack 100 as much as he can. He thought Wack 100 was trying to play with him after the 6ix9ine, the Wack 100 DJ Academics and Hassan Campbell interview. That's another crazy interview that you guys should go check out. So Wack 100, he was going back and forth with JPrince about the situation, saying how JPrince is really, not who he say he is, and all this other stuff, calling him names, all types of stuff. And then out of nowhere, Wack 100 came and he says, this is just speculation, this is just allegedly. Him and JPrince spoke it out. They have an understanding for the situation, which is kind of crazy. What understanding do you have when somebody's life was taken? So, which leads me to believe that there's more going on with Quavo. And Hassan said this too, actually, because if you think about it, it's all connected, really, honestly. Wack 100, he works closely with P and QC and all that other stuff. They have a tight relationship. You've seen them in videos and they talk about it and all that other stuff. And then all of a sudden, Quavo's not saying anything about the situation at all. These threats are issued to Offset. Offset responds, JPrince responds again, and then Quavo still has absolutely nothing to say. Wack 100 takes a stance, taking Offset and Cardi's side in the whole altercation with JPrince, and then all of a sudden he backtracks and he comes back and he says, oh, me and JPrince had a conversation, some understanding or whatever. So all this ties back to QCP. And that's another person that Hassan, he said P could suck. I ain't gonna repeat it, but he did say P could blow him. He said it. He said it himself. That's what makes the shock value in what Hassan says and how he delivers it. And you actually believe what he says. That's what makes it so crazy when it comes to these situations and how he responds and how he gives it up. But like I was saying, this whole JPrince situation, it kind of falls down to P, and is P playing both sides to continue to keep the money flow going? Because we know Houston and Atlanta, they have like this relationship, this working relationship. Artists go back and forth and you know what I'm saying, things like that. So who knows what's going on behind the scenes, but Quavo has not said nothing. Nobody from QC has never really said anything on the situation. Offset is only responding to what JPrince is saying in that interview. And then it's just like it's silent. Only people that's actually speaking on the situation are the people that are being accused of actually taking the life of Offset. And that's where I understand where Hassan's coming from, because if you really break it down, like it's looking very shaky. It's looking very crazy, especially for Quavo not to come out and take a stance, whether he's against this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? The situation with him and Offset at the Grammys, like what does that play into this? Maybe Offset's picking a side, maybe Quavo is actually picking a side and we're not noticing it. Who knows, bro? But this is crazy. Make sure you guys go check out Hassan's content. Go watch that video with him on JPrince. He's speaking. That's all I can say is he's speaking, and he's saying his truths, what he believes, and you can't knock nobody for that. And that's why I appreciate people like him. Like, he's gonna stand up to the JPrinces and the Whack 100s and the people of that world, because he feel as though that none of them can actually say anything or do anything with him. And that's the funny, yo. Go watch them interviews, the DJ Academics and Hassan Campbell interview, and then go watch Hassan Campbell's vlog on JPrince. Just go watch them too. Make sure you guys come back, comment, let me know what you guys think about them videos, cause you know, I'ma just like, bro, I don't know. But big shouts out to Hassan, what he got going on, what he stands for. Big shouts out to everybody out there, all parties involved. Thoughts and prayers. I hope like this could come to a conclusion without anybody else getting hurt. And I also hope that they could find some closure, because this is kind of becoming a norm for hip hop. You know, our people get taken away. We talk about it, we forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Until it's time. Just like the X trial that's going on right now. They done drag Drake into it. The guy's snitching. Like, it's a spectacle. We forget about these situations until it's actually time to get things going. And then now we have spectacles and things like that. So big shouts out to everybody involved. Thoughts and prayers. I hope everybody is healthy, prosperous, and blessed. Go watch them interviews. Go watch that interview and then go watch that vlog. Let me know what you guys think about Hassan. This is your boy Joe Cliff. We're on the outside looking in. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
What's good, y'all? This is your boy Joe Cliff, and what I'm gonna need for y'all to do is to hit that like button, hit that share button, comment a little something, make sure you subscribe, and get these videos running. We gotta get these analytics up, we gotta get it running through the algorithms, and we gotta get it going. Make sure you tap in. Joe Cliff, outside looking in, all that good stuff. You already know the Joe Show. We rocking. Thank y'all. We up.